Simply Red. Haven't seen him for a while. I knew him quite well for a while. I just know him as Simply. This is my mate Simply. Good man, lad there. Mick Hucknall. Hiya. How are you? Ted Robbins here. As I say, sitting in for Gordon Burns, whose show at Edinburgh's going down an absolute storm, and I'm looking forward to the show today for a couple of hours. We'll be looking at the newspapers in a moment, and I've got a great guest this morning for you, Sue Devaney, star of Dinner Ladies, Encourage. Remember, she was Kevin's sister. Well, Kevin thought about that. What are we doing? Sister. And if you're listening, Michael and Helen, I do apologise. And she was also in Casualty, but Sue's been on a stage play recently as well, and had a good laugh with her. A little bit later on, lots to talk about. But as ever, a little look on a Sunday, you go out and get the papers, but we save you that task, like that man in the advert who goes out and buys the papers and hasn't got any money. We've done that for you, and I'm joined in the studio by Nicola Adam, who's a journalist with the Lancaster Guardian and the Visitor. Is that right to say? Or are you the editor? You're in charge? You're the boss?
I am indeed.
Of how many people?
It's about 10.
About 10?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a proper boss now.
Yeah, definitely.
And how long have you been doing that, Nicola?
Not very long, only about 4 months now. Yeah, I'm quite new. So just getting to know people.
Well, I'm new to the Sunday morning business, so you're helping me.
Yeah.
We'll help better.
Help each other.
And Carl McGatis, who I used to bump into around Manchester a long time ago, he said, but I deny everything. Carl worked with the Mirror Group, didn't you, for years? Sunday People?
Did indeed, yeah.
Exclusive scoops.
Absolutely, yeah. I remember you in the film exchange, you know.
Yeah, well, moving on. I beg your pardon?
A glass of wine.
It's social.
Absolutely.
So that was the days, 30 odd years ago, when people went for a glass of wine at lunchtime. You know, do that. Now you'd be drummed out of any building, wouldn't you?
It's a different world, isn't it? We enjoyed it, didn't we?
I think so, I can't remember. But Carl now works in the media world, don't you?
I do indeed.
What's your biggest scoop?
I mean, there were so many. I mean, I was a showbiz writer for a while, and we had some exclusives about Coronation Street storylines, because in those days, Corrie used to attract more than 30 million viewers.
But they get the storylines kind of secret now.
Oh, yeah.
They appear on morning shows and TV, telling you what's going to happen.
Absolutely.
I never quite got that.
Well, I mean, they kept them secret, and the stories always got out down to people like me and you know, my mates, and they realised it was a great way of building, you know, a link with their audience, because the audience loved the show.
Yeah, good stuff. Well, you've got all the papers in front of you. We have a great time. It's here, it's out every morning. And Nicola has been having a look for us. And well, I think I know the story we're all going into.
Well, it's only really, I have to mention first, of course, Neil Armstrong, obviously the first man to walk on the moon. He's died aged 82, and this is on the front page of virtually every paper today. He passed away after suffering complications from heart surgery. But I mean, what I've noticed is that ever since it happened, which was, it only really came out in the media last night, but everybody that I've spoken to who is of a certain age or over, obviously, remembers that day in 1969 when he first walked on the moon. And you know, it's everybody has a story, even people who weren't born then. You know, they remember it as a sort of from their parents, from the television. It's just one of those moments that's gone down in history.
I was 14, 1969, and I remember seeing it on flickering black and white images, as we all have, but I can't remember what time of the day it was in the UK.
Well, it came over, I'm sure I was 17 at the time, and I remember going up to the bedroom because I was absolutely fascinated. And it was like a culmination of Flash Gordon, Doctor Who, Star Trek, and it brings you back to an age where anything was possible. You know, people were making fantastic discoveries and reaching out to the stars, and we've sort of lost that excitement there.
And Buzz Aldrin, of course, the second man to step foot on the moon, which is almost a bit like being Ringo in the Beatles, isn't it? You know, it's sort of, or Pete Best rather, you know. But Buzz Aldrin, much more public figure. He spoke very movingly of his ex-colleague, didn't he?
Absolutely, he did, I mean,
who was going to be the first one to set foot on the moon? They didn't know until he was in. I'm not sure. I think Buzz Aldrin suggested they have a double ramp, so they set foot together.